Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I'm on my new camera! Yay! Had a few hiccups, but if I keep looking here and I keep looking at the monitor, I'm looking at my little monitor, so I'm kind of having to get used to this little monitor. So forgive me, I'm still playing around with this camera. So I'm glad you were able to come and join me today on my YouTube channel. So please, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom so you can catch all of the videos that I record right here on YouTube when I am uploading, so you don't miss a beat. So today I have a new inventory piece that just came in just in time for football season, and we're going to talk about this makeup that's on my face. And I'm looking at the monitor and I'm looking back at you and I'm looking back at the monitor, I'm looking back at you, and I'm going, oh, pretty much that's what I'm doing. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, but first let's get started with the jewelry piece that I did get in. It actually just came in yesterday. Yeah, it came in yesterday, and just in time for football season. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I live in Louisiana. Tomorrow is the last day of the regular football season. Who's the top team right now in the NFC? The New Orleans Saints. That's right. So just in time for the playoffs, I got a new jewelry piece. Yes, dealing with the New Orleans Saints. So here it is. It is this new New Orleans Saints necklace. I'm going to bring this to you up close so you can see. It's the little heart with the fleur-de-lis. It is a silver chain, and of course you can see NFL logo. I am offering this necklace for $5. I don't have very many of these necklaces. Just to let you guys know, I don't have very many of them. So if you are interested in this very piece right here, please let me know. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys know now. It's probably gonna sell out really, really fast. And this, as I'm showing you this, may also be a last call piece, depending again on how long I am able to keep this very necklace. Here it is right here in the packaging. I'm showing you this is what it looks like. Again, I am offering this necklace for $5. So if you are interested, please let me know. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm sorry I didn't say this earlier, I am a jewelry merchandiser. So I'm always going to talk jewelry first, then makeup, then hair, and everything else last. But I'm always going to talk about jewelry first. So here it is again, one last time. I had the earrings that look just like this, completely sold out. I have no more. My vendor is also out of stock. So I am actually waiting on a new shipment. Whenever he gets the shipment, he's going to notify me and let me know. So until then, the necklace is the only thing that I have available. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep going. We're going to talk about this makeup on my face. I keep looking at myself going, yeah. So here's what I decided to do. If you saw my Instagram, and if you are following me on Instagram, I keep saying I'm going to put my Instagram in the bottom of the description box, and I keep forgetting to do that. So I'm going to try and remember to put my Instagram, oh, excuse me, in the bottom of the description box. I just ate not too long ago. So, I showed y'all, or if I told you in my last video, that I had a drugstore brand that I was waiting on that I had never featured on my channel. Well, if you saw, again, if you saw my Instagram, it's Wet n Wild. So I decided to try out Wet n Wild. Here is the reason why I decided to do Wet n Wild. You never really see a lot of women of color on YouTube talk about Wet n Wild. You do see people talk about Wet n Wild. They're not my color. No offense. But that's mainly who you see. It's one YouTuber, she has a lot of Wet n Wild products. And she tries a lot of Wet n Wild. And I follow her. I love her to death. But my question was, okay, does the Wet n Wild really make makeup for women of color? So I had gone to Walmart, Walgreens. I had gone, what other store? I went to CVS. You see Wet n Wild. You see the section for Wet n Wild. You don't see really foundations and concealers for women of color. So I decided to go on their website and see what they had. I had to go on their website to order a foundation. That would be my color. So I went on the website, got a foundation, concealer. I pretty much got everything. I'm looking at everything right now that I have from Wet n Wild. And some of the things that I have here, some of the items they do offer in the stores. It's just the foundation for my color they didn't have. So I went online and ordered the Wet n Wild foundation. So I have a whole stack of just Wet n Wild here that we're all going to talk about. And you know, I'm really open for discussion. Do you think it was a great idea for me to do this Wet n Wild test? So I'm going to let you be the judge of it, but here are my thoughts on it. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. First, I primed my face. I always prime my face. I primed my face with the Wet n Wild Matte Face Primer. Here it is. This is what I tried first. Not a fan of this primer. This primer reminds me a lot of the All-Star primer from ColourPop. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm not really a big fan of that primer. So I still use it. I just try to use it all without it going to waste. Would I get it again? No, I'm not gonna get this again. Would I get this particular primer again? No, I would not get this primer. It reminds me too much of it. It actually has a similar scent to the All-Star primer from ColourPop. It does. Went on a little white, but I was able to blend it in. And yeah, I'm just, like I said, I would use it, but just to get rid of it. But would I get it again? The answer would be no, I would not get this again. Let's talk about this foundation. I got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the color Mocha. Here it is, right here. Let's see, get it in focus here. Let's talk about this foundation. I got this foundation. I put this on my face. I look like a pumpkin. It was so orange on my face. I literally look like a pumpkin. So, was this a good foundation color for me to get? No. This was not good for me. Would I wear it again? Probably not. I am a little disappointed with the foundation. Thought this would be a little bit better. And even when I put it on, I actually thought it was going to remind me a little bit of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. The shade that I currently have is the shade Shy. I thought it initially went on from what I thought it would be like Shy from Too Faced. It is a paddle. When you take this out, it is a paddle. And here's the paddle right here. This paddle is the same kind of paddle that the Black Radiance foundation has. So I thought, oh, okay, another paddle like Black Radiance. It reminded me so much of Black Radiance. But again, when I put the color on, okay, this may be reminding me of Shy from Too Faced. As I blended this foundation out, guys, I looked like a pumpkin from Halloween. It was so orange on me. I just cannot see myself wearing this foundation. So this foundation is a no-go for me. I just won't wear the foundation again. More than likely, I'll probably give the foundation away. So it was not a no-go for me. The concealer, I got their Wet n Wild concealer and corrector. It's a concealer and a corrector. It's what it is. I'm not sure of the shade. If I find the shade, I will link it below in the description box. Now, I am a fan of this concealer. Here it is. It's a concealer and corrector. I really do like this concealer. I really, really do. I was absolutely, totally shocked at this concealer. And also what I like about the Wet n Wild products is it is cruelty-free and it is bunny approved. I like that. It is bunny approved. So Again, here is the concealer. I am a big fan of the concealer. It did go on a little stuck. It started to a little bit remind me of the Makeup Revolution concealer that I tried that was a colossal fail. But this concealer, I would wear this concealer again. So I would say this concealer, it is black girl friendly. For me, it is. It's pretty friendly. So would I wear this concealer again? The answer is yes, I would wear this concealer again. I can see myself pairing this concealer with my e.l.f. concealer that I have in the back. So yes, I really did like this concealer. So I am a fan of concealer. I would definitely say yes, get this concealer. I did not get a contour at all, so I kind of had to correct this orange cast that was on my face. So I went with my go-to contour palette from e.l.f. And once I did that, it kind of, I don't know, it was trying to correct it as much as it could. And, you know, as y'all know, for those of you that are new to my channel, this e.l.f. contour palette, I absolutely love this contour palette. I absolutely love it. It is my definite favorite. I love this contour palette. So I went in with my contour, and I'm just gonna flip this up. Because again, the main color that I use, the darkest shade here, it's almost gone. This is the newer palette. It's almost gone. So here it is. And you can see I'm hitting pan right here. So that's the shade that I use to try and tone this down. And, you know, I tried to tone it down as much as I could, but it was still a little bit too much of an orange cast on my face from the foundation. So, I mean, I tried my best to work the contour in, and it just, you know, yeah, it tried, and I tried my best, but you can definitely tell where I contoured and where the foundation was. So for setting my face, once I finally was able to somewhat work the contour in, I set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana Powder. Here it is. Again, not a fan of this banana powder. I put this banana powder on. Reminded me a little too much of the Makeup Revolution banana powder. It was yellow on my face. But here's what I'm going to do. And I'm thinking, because it was so yellow on my face, because the foundation was so orange, I am going to try this banana powder again, but not with this foundation, with another foundation that I already have. I may try to wear this foundation on New Year's. I'm not certain yet, but I am going to go ahead and give this banana powder another shot, because again, because the foundation went on a really orange, I think that's why my face went too yellow, was because of the orange foundation on my face. So yeah, we're going to go ahead, we're going to give that banana powder another shot. The bronzer, this is the Wet n Wild bronzer. I have heard so much about this Wet n Wild bronzer, so I wanted to try it out. I love it. I love this bronzer. I really do love this bronzer. It is definitely something I am definitely going to wear. I will say be careful, because as you can see on my shoulder right here, I have a lot of fallout with this bronzer. So I would say be very careful with this bronzer. It has a lot of fallout, but actually it was this bronzer that really tamed my face down with the foundation. So actually this bronzer with the banana powder actually kind of worked together really well, and actually took the yellow cast off my face from the banana powder. So this bronzer is definitely a winner for me. I would definitely use this again and again. This is right up there with my Black Radiance bronzer that I use so much. So yeah, I definitely would use that bronzer again. Now, another thing that I've heard so much about with Wet n Wild is their eyeshadow palette. So I got their eyeshadow palette. Yeah, you're probably seeing the TV right there. Sorry. But I got their eyeshadow palette right here. I've heard so much about this eyeshadow palette. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the eyeshadow. I am actually I have 3 colors on. So what I did was, let me open this. I started with this color right here. And then I did a halo eye is what I ended up deciding to do, a halo. So I on each corners of my eye, I have this darker red color. And then in the center, I have this pink shimmer right here at the top. I have this little shimmer right here. Now let me tell you about this eyeshadow palette. It's a nice eyeshadow palette. This Wet n Wild I heard so much about. You're going to have to work with the colors, because when I put them on, I kind of had to pat on quite a bit, and I also got some fallout from the eyeshadow palette. Now, is this a workable eyeshadow palette? Yes, it is. It is a very workable eyeshadow palette. I would do this eyeshadow palette again. I would wear this again. You just have to work with the colors a little bit more. So that was my take on the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. So yeah, you would have to work with this a little bit more, but yeah, very affordable. And everything that I'm telling you about Wet n Wild, it is extremely affordable. Altogether, how much I spent on this Wet n Wild was $42, compared to the one foundation I have from Too Faced Born This Way is $39 by itself. So just with that and the concealer, it was a lot of money. But all of this was the cost of a foundation and a concealer from Too Faced. So I'm just letting you know, big difference in price. And of course, with Wet n Wild, it is definitely a drugstore brand. So again, yes, this eyeshadow palette, I would use it again. You would need to work with the colors with the eyeshadow palette. This mascara, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara. Here it is. Let me tell you about this mascara. I put this mascara on. It's definitely volume. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I do not wear false eyelashes. I am just, no, you will never catch me wearing any type of false eyelashes. I just gave some false eyelashes to my cousin earlier today. I don't wear false lashes at all. And when I get false lashes in, when I order my hair, they'll send me like either a beauty blender, stocking cap. They will definitely send me a lot of lashes. I just give my lashes away to my cousins because I know they love wearing false lashes and I don't. But this definitely gives the illusion of wearing false lashes. I am definitely going to continue to wear this mascara, and I would continue to buy this mascara. This mascara is so really good. I mean, I really like it. As you can see, I don't know if you can. No, you can. But yeah, I definitely love that mascara. I would definitely get that mascara again. The lips. I went with 2 lip glosses. I got a lip gloss. This is their Wet n Wild Mega Stick Lip Gloss. Here it is. This is like a pink, like a pinky, I don't know, like a burgundy pink color. I'm not sure the color. This is what I got. And I also got the clear as well. Here they are. I'm loving the color. I am definitely loving the color of the lip gloss. So would I continue to wear these lip glosses? You bet your money I would. I want to say these may have been $1.99 a piece. You can't go wrong with their lip glosses. Even their lipsticks were very inexpensive. They even offer matte lipsticks and lip glosses. They are very inexpensive. Again, I think I paid $1.99 for these. So these are definitely not expensive at all. You can definitely get away with the lip glosses. I also got a setting spray. I got a new setting spray. It's not just the e.l.f. setting spray. I got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish setting spray. I like the setting spray. I'm definitely a fan of the setting spray, and I will continue to use this setting spray. I really did like the setting spray. So overall, is Wet n Wild black girl friendly? Yes and no would be my opinion on it. Some of the biggest hits for some of the hits for me for Wet n Wild is definitely the concealer. The concealer is definitely a yes for me. The bronzer is definitely a yes for me. Their mascara is definitely a yes for me. Their lip glosses, definitely a yes. And their finishing spray is definitely a yes for me. The Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, it's a workable palette. I want to say I may have paid $3.99 or $4.99. I'm not sure. It was very inexpensive. This is a very workable eyeshadow palette, and definitely for those that cannot afford the high-end makeup brands, totally understand. If you need to go the Wet n Wild way with an eyeshadow palette, definitely go with Wet n Wild. But I'm telling you, this bronzer, oh, I am in love with that bronzer. Really in love with the bronzer. I really do love it. I am going to give the banana powder another try. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try the banana powder with definitely with a different foundation than what I'm wearing. So the foundation and the primer, these would definitely be a no for me. This is a no. If I were to try this foundation again, definitely would see if they have something a little darker. But if you're a woman of color and you're trying to look for a darker foundation from Wet n Wild, you will definitely have to go on the website and get a shade that is your color or maybe a little bit darker. They did not have a lot of them, but you would have to go on the website. Not sure if they offer this at Ulta. I never really paid attention at Ulta if they have Wet n Wild. If they do, see if they have it at Ulta. And definitely if you get it from Ulta, just like this was inexpensive, it's probably more than likely is very inexpensive at Ulta. So try and look out for that. So that is my opinion on the Wet n Wild makeup test to see if it's really black girl friendly. And again, most of the stuff most of the makeup rather, it is black girl friendly, but I would take a pass on the primer and the foundation. I definitely would. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Venetia Alexander Marshall, and I hope everybody have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.